Hello, my beautiful Leos. Welcome to your 2021 predictions. My name's Lorien. This is Wellington Witch, and we're going to have a look and see what's coming through for Leo, not me, not Lorien, for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising sign. As usual, this is a general reading, so what may come through on here, you may not understand at the moment, may not really resonate with you. You may in 6 months think, oh yeah, Lorien mentioned some of this. So just keep an open mind, but also do check out your other signs. And the deck that was called to you this time was the Psychic Tarot. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what this has in store for you. 2020 is almost over, guys. I know, I can't quite believe it myself, but you know, we shall see what's going on. Alrighty. Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay. Leo. I feel like that's one, but then there's also another one. And just to say, at the start of this, we're going to do one card for each season, followed by 3 cards. And this will be career, love, and spirit. The seasons are interchangeable. They can be Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere. So the first one, Northern Hemisphere, would be winter into spring. So that would be summer into autumn if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. So let's have a look. See, I just want to do another 1 or 2 actually. They had the number 2 in my head. So there we go. You are going to be very connected to Cancerians, I feel, this year. There we are. Nice. Okay. You got some similar cards coming up from another sign actually, so maybe do check out that other sign. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, there's some similarities here. So if you have the I'm just moving this slightly so it's central. Yeah, if you have any other cards like these in the spreads that you've noticed in others, definitely pick that up as a sign. I think it might have been Taurus that had this. So if you have some Taurus element within your sign, or if you know a Taurus, or you're connected, like married to or seeing a Taurus, that might be something here as well for you. But there's very strong interconnections coming through here. So we begin with the 2 of Cups, which is spiritual union. This is in winter into spring. And this, for me, brings from a kind of duality, not just a partnership or attraction or love, but a meeting of the minds, a meeting of the souls, and you both fill each other up. If you can see this here, you both fill each other's wells, you fill each other's emotions, you make each other feel good. And I think this is going to be something that you want to do. You want to deliver wellness to other people. You want to deliver this feeling of we can do this, we can encourage each other, we can be very positive. It is definitely, if you've been searching for a friend, actually, if you've been looking for a friend, if you've been wanting to reconnect with a friend, maybe there's a long distance friendship going on, or even a long distance relationship I'm getting here, there could be a need to kind of reconnect with that person, and just kind of like drop in and say, hey, how are you? Are you doing okay? Is there anything you need assistance with? That sort of thing, where you feel more connected to it and you feel more in touch with it. And I feel like there's going to be a fair few occasions where you do want to have your well refilled, and you do this by, Leos tend to be, especially Leo Venus, very grandiose in when they love somebody or they care for somebody. You're there, you provide. So I feel like this could be something that you get your well fulfilled by providing for this person, but they also provide for you, which is really nice. So I feel like this is very strong energies. This is really nice to start the year off. It's like a breathe out 2020 and breathe in opportunities in 2021. It's a feeling of a reset, and I think this is definitely going to come for you very early on in the year, because it seems like you pick up quite quickly. Don't know why that might be. I haven't got my astrology chart next to me to see what may come through in the next few months, but it definitely seems to ignite something very positive within you. We have the Passion card, Ace of Wands, so this is quite a strong card for new beginnings, new sparks of creation, an idea, something that makes you feel good. You may have a gut feeling, you know, when something happens and you either feel it in your chest that it's right, or you feel it that it's very wrong. It doesn't sit well with you. That is something that you need to look for. The heart chakra, the solar plexus, keep connecting within that and say, you know what, am I doing the right thing here? But I think when this happens in spring or summer, autumn, winter in the southern hemisphere, there's something that just feels a lot like you can pick this energy and just run with it. This is very refilled, very fulfilled, something that you can change and mutate into whatever you want. This energy is not going anywhere unless you direct it. And I think you directing that energy is going to be very important for your for your growth over the course of 2021. So perhaps because this is the center of the year, the last 6 months, you kind of look into what you want to do, how you want to play things, how you want to go through with stuff. You know, you want to figure out what's going on, figure out how things can play a little bit of a stronger part in your life. Maybe you're doing a reinventory, or maybe you're just going with what feels right, going with what feels like you want to say yes to things. That's something actually that I'm seeing a lot. You're going to want to say yes to a lot of stuff because it feels right. It feels like it's just landed in your lap. But I do feel that for some of you, it's going to lead to, have I done the right thing? Now, like I say in all my readings, what decisions you make will change potentially this. So you have to keep that in mind. But the spiritual union in that seems to be whatever choices you make in the first 6 months, you could end up worrying whether you've made the right choice come towards the end of the year. Now, this will vary from person to person, from Leo to Leo, but I do feel that there's going to be some kind of, did I make a wrong turn there? Now, I don't see this as being anything other than reconnecting with yourself and having a bit of a review before you go forwards. I see this as being maybe I didn't do that as well as I wanted to. Maybe I didn't do that as well as I could have done. So you may want to have a do-over. It could also be a choice that you have to make, a stalemate, something that you're finding difficult to do. But one thing I want to say about this particular card is, if you can see, he's within himself, he's inside himself, he's overthinking things, he is, letting this inner fear push him too much. And there's all this creativity and there's all this wonderfulness going on around him, but it just feels like something is not computing. He needs to let that fear go. So it could be that fear is starting to hold you back about something. Maybe when you were feeling quite strong in the middle of the year, you kind of stumbled a little bit, or something didn't go as 100% you planned. That's fine. You can continue forwards with that as long as you know that you did everything you could to kind of combat the outside forces, because I don't think this is going to come from you deliberately messing things up. This is probably you asked somebody a question or for a favour and they didn't come through, and then you're like, how do I go forward from this then? Or how do I, which choice do I make next? Where do I go now? Maybe you have all the balances here and all the keys here, and this is saying yes, you can do this, yes, you can do that. And then you get to the sort of tail end, or nearing the end of the year, and you're like, I'm not getting my messages anymore. There'll be something that you are missing, that they want to give you the messages, they want to tell you things, they want to come through and say, hey, Leo, this. But there's something that is blocking you there. So I would look for that in maybe summer into autumn, winter into spring, that kind of thing, just to see it, because you have your card here in reverse. Now, reverse isn't nasty or anything like that. It just means the energy is not going in the direction that we want it to. It's not flowing as much as we should. So for me, this comes across as being much of a, like compassion for yourself, self-control. Maybe you feel like you're giving your power away to others towards the end of the year, and the confidence that you expected to receive from all this wonderfulness at the start has not paid dividends. I argue with that. I feel like this is your feelings, this is your mental conflict complicating you. So I want to get this turned this way round, where there is inner strength inside of you, gorgeous Leos. So again, this is just a case of, if you go through with what the tarot cards are saying, the reverse strength will probably kind of come to pass, because they say you're going into your head. If you manage to get out of your head, as this warning of the tarot cards are saying, then this will be fine. This won't be reversed. This will be upright. So I do believe that if you manage to extend yourself and kind of recalibrate this sort of compass that's within you, that's kind of going all over the place, I think you'll actually be fine. Because this is kind of a weird year. This is a 5-year in 2021. 2020 was a 4-year, which is all about home and roots and family. So there's been a huge focus on that in 2020. The 5-year is free, it's playful. We get a feeling of everything being just swooping in and carrying us away and sweeping us off our feet, and you won't probably have 5 minutes to sit down before the next stage of your life comes through. And this could be it. You may really be rolling with the changes in the first half of the year and then go, hang on a minute, slow the heck down. I don't know where the hell I'm going. That sort of flow in here. So you just need to make sure that if you want to soft control, as is a strength, gently put on the brakes slightly whenever you feel like it's getting too much, and just take time out to either breathe or go somewhere that you feel is comfortable and safe. Meditate in a space that you've created for yourself. Do something that feels more like you can connect with yourself, and then recalibrate. So you think, it's not a big deal. It's not that overwhelming. I just rather let it go and just move forwards and not care so much. Because sometimes we do care too much. It is really distressing when we get so invested in something and then we see it going the other way as to where we thought it was going to go. Just kind of gently turn it that way, like a rudder of a boat, You don't have to be lost at sea. This is going to be something that you work on or experience at various points throughout 2021. And I think that with knowing it's a 5-year is probably going to be something that you can then be armed with. You can say, look, this isn't me. This is just a year as the nature of it is. We're still recovering from a lot of things. I can do this. I can do this. Keep that positivity that you start with. Sometimes it's like a really tough dance, because you get, energy, really enjoying this dance. And then you get halfway through the dance and you think, oh my God, there's another minute to go. Jeez. And you're trying to catch your breath. You're trying to catch, everything. You're trying to keep in step, keep in time, match your partner or do whatever. It can be really, really difficult to navigate that. So I feel that for you, my darling Leos, there is definitely a move towards being independent, positive, something really great, but it's just like you lose steam mentally. So be careful about where you're placing your energy, and just make sure, again, just kind of enjoy the surroundings. Everyone loves a speedboat, right? Everyone loves the joy and the thrill of a speedboat. But sometimes it's just nice to kind of take in the scenery and just have that gentle chug along and embrace the water and the smells and the scents of everything. If you were constantly on a, like a speedboat, you would not get to see everything as clearly as what it is when you kind of just take that moment to drift along. So do take the rough with the smooth here. But I see it being more smooth than rough, honestly. So let's have a look at the 3 cards, which are going to be guidance for career, love and spirit. Okay. Let's see now. Interestingly enough, the last eclipse of this year was in Sagittarius. Oh, and you want to come out for spiritual advice. The last eclipse of this year was in Sagittarius, and that is for Leo risings, that is in your 5th house. And that is that is romance, love, affairs, play, creativity, just like the year 5. So again, it's kind of like a little bit of a snapshot as to what you can expect for 2021. Ooh, nice. Partnerships and alliances are in career, so I do feel you're going to get people who are on your side. I feel like you're going to get people who understand where you're coming from. Teamwork, collaboration is something where you can help each other. So this may be something to do here. You feel a lot like you have a passion for something, or finally what you've worked a long time to do. Maybe go solo, maybe have your own business. do a creative project, get out there with something, be seen in a public platform. This is actually something where you feel like I have people around me who support me. I have people around me who will lift me up if I falter. You know, I have that kind of support network that's coming through for me, and I feel very grateful for that. We always have to be grateful for the blessings in our life. Otherwise, why would we get more, you know? So it's something that I feel is coming through to you. I had a feeling that I'd done all these in reverse. I only do them in reverse if they seem to come out that way properly, but I've just turned the deck around in the wrong way, so ignore me for all the reverses. So in love, you have the universe. They're saying that for those of you who have not found a partner yet, the love is out there. The love is out there. The love is in the universe. Leave it to the universe. It's not time yet for some of you. For those of you who are in a relationship, or, you know, and you haven't yet committed, this is about the accomplishment and fulfillment of yourself. So it's not necessarily, I'm going to get married. It's just, I feel fulfilled. I feel very grateful for this position in my life, and I feel like I'm, you know, getting somewhere with it, and I feel very accomplished. That kind of feeling. I feel very involved, and I'm integrating into their life and they're integrating into mine, and it feels very equal. For those of you who are already committed, have been for a while, this is going to be something that feels like you are kind of going to the next level. There's a stage of your lives that's actually just been ticked off, and now you're moving into something else. Maybe a literal move. Maybe it's an end of an era in one place and you're moving to another place, and you can actually fulfill yourselves there as well. But overall, it just means like the universe is really behind your partnerships this year. If you feel very conflicted, just kind of ask guides or universe or whoever you'd speak to. Try and get that kind of connection very deeply. I mean, these are 2-3 cards, really. So 3s are all about communication, the mind, thinking, activities, interests, you know, that sort of thing. So it could be that you are feeling very connected within that sort of stage of talking to people and wanting to make things happen. Even here you have 1 and 2, so 3 and 3. 3 is very much a strong thing for you at the moment, and here you have 2 and 3. So again, it could be something like that. It could be coming into the middle. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I don't know. I don't think so, because they would have told me if it was like, Lorien, you're way off base. So I do feel like this is going to be coming through quite a bit here for you. Okay, and then we have emotional loss for spirit. There's something that hasn't really gone quite so well, and I think you're still healing from, is this, oh, that's on the card. I think you're still healing from something that happened, maybe not even last year, but something that happened, something that made you grieve, something that made you feel like it was a punch in the chest, and you still haven't really got over it. This is something from Spirit that's saying this year is made to help you. This year is made to assist you. It's wanting to help you. It's wanting to give you that feeling of connectivity. It's wanting to revisit this. It's wanting to feel at one with yourself. And again, 5 here, you could even value these 2 together, add up to 5. These 3 add up to 5. So it's something that's all combination to help you grow from some kind of emotional loss, something that you feel didn't go right, something that you feel, it could have been like years ago, like decades ago, that you still carry with you, that hasn't really quite healed up yet. It may be stitched up, but sometimes those stitches kind of break. And I think 2020 for some of you Leos, the stitches kind of wore thin. So now it's about refilling that and making yourself, well, not making yourself heal, but hopefully you just want to heal and actually get to a stage where you feel confident, complete, very, I don't know why I want to say like, not just positive, but something more than that. It's more like you understand that there are good things, that you understand, you know, like I am blessed and everything. So this is going to be something that I feel you gain a great understanding of yourself this year. Not say you don't know who you are, but it's always something time to take for growth, and there's something to be said for understanding where you want to be. So I think that's coming up very strongly for you at the moment. I want to be here, I want to be, you know, something that feels very connected to you. That is something that I'm feeling like there was a regret or there was a bereavement. And now, after that adversity, maybe that's why you sometimes falter yourself, or you sometimes go, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how can I do this? Just pick yourself up as much as you can and understand that there are people and alliances and people who love you and who want to connect with you. Maybe that long distance friend who wants to really connect with you and help you with something. But it just feels like because of maybe past experiences, you dip into a sense of self-doubt. And I honestly believe that through healing this year, you'll probably start to put self-doubt to rest slightly on some various things. Not to say it's always going to go away, but there could be something that you kind of recover from and say it doesn't bother me as much anymore. But I hope that helps you, my darling Leos. I love you very much. Do let me know in the comments below if this resonated with you. If you have any plans for 2021, I hope things go much, much better. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves. If you want to talk to me, my email and all the website information is down below. And take care of each other. And I'll speak to you guys very, very soon.